So I'm with Neil Bergen today from PowerPoint International, and here to talk about scraped surface heat exchangers in terms of their pilot plant offer. So not only does PowerPoint manufacture all manner of UHT process using plates and tubular heat exchangers. They also offer scraped surface heat exchangers for a whole range of different applications. So Neil, if you could just have a chat to us about how you started with offering the scraped surface versions, and the type of industries, etc., that you're involved with.
We started the scrape surface just as a single barrel and a pin worker, which was in the oil and fat industry for margarine trials.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But soon we learned with the scrape surface that it can be used in different applications, in pharmaceuticals, for example, for creams. The creams, skin creams, etc.
Right, yes.
So we now offer a range where from a single barrel through multiple barrels, depending on the customer's applications, and again, multiple barrels with pin workers, just standalone pin workers or jacketed pin workers, so the customer can control the temperature through the pin worker as well as through the scrape surface.
Okay, that's fantastic. And so for the pin worker application, is that for more margarine application?
Yes, yeah. The pin worker is the kneader, if you like, which is making the smooth paste. The scrape surface is crystallising the margarines. And then it goes through the pin worker to make the smooth paste of what you get from the margarine tube.
So what sort of temperature range can you put through your scrape surface heat exchangers, Neil?
Well, for margarine, it's typically going into the hopper. The customer will blend the oils and fats together. So because they're blending and melting the fats, and it's hot into the hopper, so it goes into the hopper around about 70 degrees, and then it exits the pin worker around about 15 degrees.
Okay.
Sure. Again, there are different applications. Some customers will want to, for hard margarines, they'll want to try it, and they'll run the pin worker down to say 10 degrees, so it increases the pressure in the system.
Right. Okay. And then, so for more viscous products, food products, as an example, you also offer the scrape surface in a UHT application as well?
Yes, we've made. I mean, one example I can give you is Korean. Do you know Korean gochujang? It's a Korean hot chili paste.
Okay.
That is very, very viscous, and we have to use special pumps when we make machines for that. It's a pump with a auger feed, extruder type inlet. So it's going into the hopper. That's forcing it into the pump, and then through the scrape surface up to 130, 140 degrees C.
Right. Okay. Amazing. So that sounds like it's a very, very tricky product to deal with.
It was the first time we did it. Yes, it was a challenge because the customer wanted to do the gochujang pastes and miso pastes, so it was quite a high change in viscosity, quite a big change in viscosity.
Right. So it sounds like PowerPoint International can treat on a lab scale, products such as products that sort of emulate water in terms of viscosity, milk, all the way through to those very, very heavy paste type products.
Yes, yeah. As I say, we've done the Korean ones. Not only that, we can add, let's say, direct steam injection or direct steam infusion. For the pharmaceutical industry, we did a special machine for a customer doing the body creams, and they wanted infusion. direct steam infusion. So we did the scrape surface with the direct steam infusion, and then scrape surface for cooling.
Okay.
So that was all built-in heaters and built-in chillers, all manufactured by PowerPoint.
Right. So what's coming through there, Neil, is a very strong custom design and manufacture component.
Indeed. I think I've said before, there's no two machines the same.
Mm-hmm.
We manufacture for customer specification. We never say to a customer, "This is what we do. You must use it."
Right.
We sit in front of the customer. They tell us what they want. We manufacture it.
What's the sort of broad range that you cover?
We can do on a simple one scrape surface, one pin worker. We can do as low as 10 kilos per hour.
Mm-hmm.
On the higher floors, we can do 50, 60 kilos per hour. Again, it depends on the customer, Kevin.
Right.
We've done up to 100 kilos per hour.
Oh, okay.
On the scrape surface.
Right.
So we can do the lab scale or we can do pilot scale.
Right. Okay. That's a very, very good range. And again, like your plate and tubular UHT systems, I assume that it's all self-contained?
All self-contained, on casters, built-in heaters, built-in chillers. So the customer he only needs to connect the main power,
Yes.
the air, just an air line and drain, water. Once he's connected those, he can be using the machine from delivery to using. If he's got all utilities ready, he can be using it in 30 minutes to an hour.
Right. Oh,
So,
that's amazing.
yeah, but by saying that, it shows how easy it is to set up. It's on casters, so if they want to use it in a different location, they can move to a different location. They can again be using it within 30 minutes to an hour.
Fantastic. And I assume that's, that very short commissioning period is all because of your workshop commissioning?
Our workshop commissioning and the machines are so easy to use. The plug and play, as I said, just connect the mains, the water, the air, the drain, and start using it.
So in terms of companion plant that you can add to the scrape surface systems?
Yeah, we can add homogenizers. I mean, in the margarine industry, oils and fats, it's usually not required, but in the food applications, yes, we can add homogenizers. Customers who want to run aseptic samples, we can also add the clean bench.
Right. Okay. Again, it sounds like that will cover that full range. So
yes.
In terms of your major point of difference, Neil, how would you describe that with your other competitors?
Our adaptability and our willingness to listen to the customer and then manufacture what the customer wants.
Right.
And if we've misunderstood the customer or the customer's not interpreted our drawings correctly, our after-sales service, we will always work with the customer.
Right. Oh, that's fantastic. And I also understand that you have a complete lab scale trial kitchen in your manufacturing workshop.
We do. We've got the basic machines. As I said, we manufacture to customer specifications, but customers can bring the samples, they can run trials, and that's how we can design machines.
Right.
Because we've seen the sample and we know how it will behave. We know if it needs more tubes, more plates, whatever for the processing.
Okay, ideal situation. So best of both worlds. In terms of not only conducting those trials at your manufacturing facility, but also to making sure that that specific application is going to do what its expectations are in the field. So, yeah. Fantastic.
That facility is also available for rent. So, because we're working in the R&D industry,
yes,
it's a secret industry. They don't want information passing on. Sometimes they don't want us to know what it is. So
Right.
the application lab is available for rent, so the customer can come and they can use the machines. They can mix the recipes and use the machines themselves.
Right. So in a confidential environment. Fantastic.
Yes. Yes.
Great. Okay. Look, I really appreciate your time today, Neil. Fantastic to understand, a lot more about PowerPoint and the specific products that you make. And so looking forward to catching up with you again in the near future. In the meantime, best wishes and take care.
Thank you, Kevin, and all the best to you.